Hey, Plot Snack fam! Today we're breaking down John Wick, the movie that proves grief and vengeance are powerful motivators. This isn't just an action movie, it's a tragic love story wrapped in bullets and blood. Let's dive in. We open on John Wick living a quiet, solitary life after leaving the underworld. He was a legendary assassin, so dangerous that Viggo Tarasov, the Russian mob boss, actually made a deal with him. John completed an impossible task for Viggo, and in exchange, Viggo let him retire. That's how dangerous John Wick is. But retirement meant nothing without Helen. John married Helen, and they built a life together away from the violence. They had love, peace, and hope for the future. Then, Helen dies from a terminal illness. John's devastated, lost, alone. At Helen's funeral, John receives one final gift, a puppy named Daisy. Helen's last act of love, a message saying, "Don't be alone." The puppy becomes John's anchor to life, his reason to keep going. John bonds with Daisy. He drives around in his 1969 Ford Mach 1, a beautiful car that represents his freedom and his connection to Helen. For the first time since Helen died, John has something to live for. He's healing. But then, everything changes in one night. At a gas station, a young punk named Iosef Tarasov spots John's Mustang and wants to buy it. John refuses. The car means too much. Iosef doesn't like being told no, and he doesn't know who John is. That's his mistake. That night, Iosef and his thugs break into John's home. They beat him unconscious, kill Daisy in front of him, and steal the Mustang. In one act of senseless violence, everything John had left is destroyed. Not only is Daisy dead, but John wakes up knowing Iosef did this to him. Meanwhile, Iosef takes the Mustang to a chop shop to change the plates and sell it. The mechanic, Aurelio, recognizes the car immediately. Aurelio knows John Wick. He knows what that car means. Aurelio refuses to help and punches Iosef in the face. Aurelio calls Viggo and tells him what just happened. Viggo's blood runs cold. He realizes his own son just made the biggest mistake of his life. You don't steal from John Wick. You don't kill what John Wick loves. There's a reason Viggo let this man retire, because John Wick is unstoppable. Viggo calls John. The conversation is brief. Viggo tries to reason with him, tells him to let it go. But John stays silent, complete, terrifying silence. And Viggo knows John Wick is coming, and nothing can stop him. John goes to his basement and digs up a hidden arsenal of weapons, guns, ammo, tactical gear, everything buried for his retirement. The legendary assassin is officially coming out of retirement, and the world has no idea what's about to happen. Viggo puts a $2 million bounty on John's head and warns all his men to prepare. He knows his son is already dead. He's just trying to survive what's coming. John goes to the Continental Hotel, an exclusive sanctuary for assassins with strict rules. On hotel grounds, no killing is permitted. It's neutral territory where everyone can rest and do business. John knows the rules because he helped build this world. At the Continental, John meets Winston, the hotel manager. Winston respects John and provides him with resources, weapons, information, and safe passage. But Viggo's desperate. He hires a female assassin named Miss Perkins to kill John inside the Continental, knowing John might let his guard down in what he thinks is a safe space. Viggo's breaking the rules, but he's willing to burn bridges to save his son's life. John tracks Iosef to the Red Circle nightclub. What follows is this incredible action sequence where John systematically eliminates every one of Viggo's men. He doesn't hesitate, doesn't question, he just executes with precision. But Iosef escapes. He missed one target, and that eats at him. Back at the Continental, Miss Perkins attacks John in his room. She's good, but John is better. He survives, and in the process, he extracts information from her about where Viggo hides his money and blackmail files. John raids Viggo's church, which is actually a front for his money laundering and blackmail operation. He kills everyone inside, then burns millions of dollars and destroys years of blackmail material. He's not just coming for Iosef anymore, he's dismantling Viggo's entire empire. John is captured, and Viggo brings him to a warehouse. Viggo confronts him, trying one last time to reason with him. He tells John, "I'm sorry about your dog," but then says, "I have to protect my son." Viggo's desperate, but he's also a father trying to save his child's life. John's response is cold. He tells Viggo he made his choice the moment Iosef broke into his home. There's no negotiation, no mercy, no redemption, just consequences. Before Viggo can kill John, Marcus, John's old friend and one of Viggo's best men, helps John escape. Marcus and John have history, respect, and a code. Marcus reminds John that his life matters too. John hunts down Iosef at his safe house. Iosef's hiding behind bulletproof glass, thinking he's protected. John shoots through the glass and kills Iosef without hesitation. The kid who started this is dead, and John feels nothing. No satisfaction, no closure, just emptiness. Viggo finds out Marcus helped John, and in retaliation, Viggo kills Marcus. Now John's lost another person he cared about. His rage becomes even more focused. John tracks down Viggo. What follows is the climactic chase and final confrontation. Viggo tries to escape. John intercepts him. They fight in the rain, a symbolic moment where all the violence, grief, and vengeance comes down to these two men. John kills Viggo. It's not glorious or satisfying. It's just the end of a tragedy that never needed to happen. Viggo dies knowing his mistakes led to this moment. John is severely injured, bleeding, exhausted, broken in ways that have nothing to do with his physical wounds. He breaks into an animal clinic to treat his injuries. Inside the clinic, there's a shelter where animals wait to be adopted. John looks at the pit bull in one of the cages. The dog looks back at him. In that moment, John realizes something important. Life goes on. He can't bring Daisy back, but he can choose to live again. He adopts the pit bull. He walks out of the clinic with a new companion, but he's not the same man. He's grieved, avenged, and survived. But revenge didn't heal him. Only the choice to live again can do that. The final shot is John disappearing into the night with the new dog. It's bittersweet. He's alive, but Helen is dead, Daisy's dead, Marcus is dead. All this violence for what? To get revenge? To honor Daisy? Maybe both. But the truth is, nothing brings them back. John walks into the darkness knowing that Viggo's empire is gone, his son is dead, and the underworld knows better than to touch John Wick ever again. But at what cost? And that's John Wick Chapter 1, a masterpiece that proves the best revenge stories aren't about winning, they're about what we lose in the process. John won, but he lost everything that mattered. What did you think? Is John Wick the best action movie ever made? Drop your thoughts below. Like this video, subscribe to Plot Snack TV for more movie breakdowns, and I'll see you in the next one. John Wick Chapter 2 is coming soon, and things get even darker from here.